little bit of a starter video. Been sitting out in the driveway for quite some time. A 6 liter. Already drained the coolant and popped that off, but just getting started on it. Let's see, I don't know if I can slide the bucket out from underneath the truck, but show you kind of what was in it there. It sat down on it, but it was, the coolant was really, had a whole bunch of oil in it. So I'm gonna try to start taking the top end apart here and see if we can get down to the oil cooler, which I'm thinking and hoping that is where the issue is, and replace it, and then try to get all this oil out of the cooling system somehow, which I haven't figured that one out yet. What?
How long has the heater been on in the RV?
For a minute. Why?
Because I was wondering why the electric bill out here tripled.
It didn't fucking triple.
Yeah, it did.
It probably wouldn't have anything to do with building a damn car.
I turned it off.
Okay, it's warm out. Don't need to be on.
Why is it on in the first place?
It was cold. I always pull these off because I've learned that I lose them if I don't. So tore, and no, okay. So there's no expert way that I am doing this. I'm just pulling stuff apart. I know where I need to get down to, and sort of kind of know how to get there. I've done it so many times. So Harbor Freight moving blanket right there, because I'm fat and that pokes me. Hopefully I can get it all off at one piece. Let's do this. Plug that right there. Something come off. That. Take these to the back of the truck.
The birds have definitely been trying to nest in here over the winter.
Yeah, that it's not. It may have added to it over the winter, but that was. There was a lot of that there. The one time that it broke down of the Mini, that was all full of bird's nest, and I got it out. And there's some that come back, but they do get plenty of opportunities, it seems like, to nest in this truck. Because most of its life it's broke down.
It had a pretty good year last year.
Except for it broke down.
Except for when it broke down.
But yeah, I mean, it did a lot better than normal. Honestly, don't even need to pull that. Yeah, I do. I don't have to pull it out. I like to have the room. I'll push it to the side. And right over here, Tim, to the. Now, it's been a minute since I had it apart, so I might have some issues remembering what sizes everything is, but I think I got it. And everything should be pretty much positioned to where it's relatively easy to get off. I've had this truck apart, what, 3 times myself. Before that, I had it worked on because I'm not a diesel guy. I didn't know diesels. Had it worked on once or twice by other people, and I just didn't get what I was supposed to be getting done. It didn't get fixed. It didn't last. So whenever I did it, I did the whole top end. Heads up were either remanufactured or new, except for the turbo. I did not put a new turbo on it. I did put a different turbo on it though. That was good. And it was doing good until I had a high pressure oil pump issue, which was new. It got taken care of, warrantied out, and I haven't had another issue with it until this issue. So after that, and that was shortly after it was put together, I had an issue, and then now this. So it hasn't been that bad, but it is still, like, it's in the back of your mind that it's gonna break down again. And it shouldn't. Everything on this truck that I did to the engine, everything that's done to it, it should be good to go for a long time. And it's like it just pulls something out of its ass to let me know that I'm not the boss. Is what it is. So I'm gonna get this fixed, and hopefully this year I prove it wrong. It is going to be a little noisy in here because we are working on something. We are using air. I've got the little heater going. It's not that cold, so you really shouldn't be bothered by it. But the air compressor, air tools, leaks, whatever, it's going to make noise. I'm going to try to speak up. And some of this stuff I might have to curse on, because it sucks. What I did was threaded the T-bolt out of the clamp enough to get it off the back, and then I used the clamp and this to smack over the nut and the stud to knock the back side of the clamp loose. These V-bands are, sometimes they grab a hold of real tight. Like the back side's loose on it now, but the front side's not, which is cool. We will move on and get to that whenever we can get a little more to it. Get the intake tube off here. And that one's a different size. So that tray's unhooked. That one there needs clean bad. I'm gonna pull that off because it needs cleaned bad. Got no power. First, go to the back of the truck. This stuff was already broke when I got it. It had been worked on. Whenever I got this truck, it had head studs put in it, head gaskets. It had been worked on, and I got it, and it had a head issue. So this stuff was all broke when I got it, and I have done nothing to help it. Like, I may have even broke it some more, but trucks are too expensive these days to replace. Kind of makes it sensible to actually put the effort into fixing what you have, and that's why I keep fixing it. That with hopes that one day it won't let me down. Keep it out of the way. Now all this stuff, which is broke. Don't seem happy. Any WD-40 anywhere? Found a WD-40 my wife did. God bless her. And hopefully it'll get, well, I don't really have a whole lot. It's really empty. Hopefully that'll help it come loose. And then I just clip out the back there. And slide it off. That's the exhaust. This one's still stuck on here halfway. This thing is a real pain in the ass to get out of here with everything on the front, if I can even remember how to get it out. I know I have, I just don't remember exactly how I did it. Back here. That's 2. 3. Takes 3. I think only 2 was in it. Get the oil line unhooked here. So, I'm pretty sure I got to get this other band off over here, and hopefully it will come out, or start to come out, something. That is that. I think it should come out somehow. So you're gonna try to get it out. Hopefully it'll stay. Oh. Here comes the suck part. trying and hopefully it's coming out. Nope, we're still connected to something. Or I'm snagged on something.
Yeah, you're snagged.
There we go. All right. Well, turbo is out. And we will put this sucker on the back of the truck.
Tell me what you're seeing.
Junk engine.
And what else are you seeing?
Just got the oil drain tube, I do believe is what that is. And the bracket for the turbo. We've got a coolant deal right here going into all this fuel shit right here, an oil thing. I really don't know a whole lot. Like, I know I've had it all apart, but yeah. I mean, it's really, really, really wet right here though.
Well, it was overflowing. What are you trying to get to?
The oil cooler.
Which is where?
Underneath here. I think, if I remember right. Probably should look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's underneath there.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't have you work on cars anymore?
No, you should take them to somebody else.
And pay them with your money?
No. Definitely not. But regardless, I'll get down to it, and it won't be long and I'll have this whole pile of garbage out. We can see what we got. And so I can't remember, I think it still had a coolant leak. And that's what that part I ordered that came in that would fit wrong, and I ended up just using a piece of hose out of it. That's what that was supposed to fix. But it's been so long I don't remember. So we'll see. You can see the coolant and the oil in there, if you can see it with the light, how milky it is. Standing on milk crates, so it gets a little dangerous at times. So if I remember correctly, I gotta take the intake off too. In case anybody was wondering, I'm stupid. Because the intake has to come off to get down underneath this. So I've got to take all this shit off anyway. I didn't really even need to fight that out. So absolutely piss poor design. Oh, don't do. Look at that. other sensor squeezed in here, I'd greatly appreciate it. I think that's about all of it for now. Another something hiding somewhere. Alright, so we'll pull this, the oil filter housing off.
Are you sure that's what it's called?
The fuel filter and oil filter. Got the fuel filter and oil filter. It's one of the two. This is why it costs so much to have your vehicle worked on these days, because these poor techs have to buy so many tools to get something to work. It's pathetic. And it's a pain in the ass to work on things, especially like this pile of shit. And the oil and coolant just run out.
Does that tell you anything?
Means the crankcase is full of coolant and the cooling system is full of oil. Honestly tells me that had you not seen it leaking,
And we would have drove off to the
it would have blown up and I wouldn't be working on it right now.
And it just wasn't leaking. It was like overflowing, spilling out.
There we go.
Say that again, please.
It's like to do one thing, you have to do everything else. You can't just pull a part off. You have to pull every damn thing off to get to one part. back of the truck. We're getting there. Slowly. But we're getting there. Because I'll forget where that goes. You guessed it. The back of the truck. In case anybody was wondering, by the time you're done with this, you needed the bed of the truck to put all the parts in. Sorry for my language. So sorry.
Never tell you're dyslexic. Because you jump from one thing to another thing.
Saying I'm dyslexic or dumb?
No, you're not dumb. You're very smart.
Stop it.
You are.
Say it because
You're
you're on
one of the-
camera.
One of the smartest people I know. You have to be. You married me.
Quit. I just want the shit. Oh boy. Guess where? Honestly, she put it in the parts washer, but we'll put it on the back of the truck. That son of a bitch comes all the way over here. I got it out without doing all that last time. So I was just trying to get the whole thing out of the way so it was a cleaner deal. I ain't starting to get on my nerves.
I think it's gonna get in your way later, and you're still gonna have to take it out.
I didn't last time. It's not like this is the first time I had it apart.
Yeah.
But you insist. I had the heads and everything off of it without doing this. Took batteries out of it, you know, you.
Agreed.
Fucking, I'm done. I ain't fucking with it.
Oh, that gave you a little bit more room to move it out of the way.
Piece of shit. Back of the truck. I don't know why, just because I feel like putting something in the back of the truck. For this shit. Right here. Got a bolt here and a bolt here. That goes in through here. So, to do right. What?
I'm just watching you get frustrated.
The engineering on I don't, and like I said, I'm not a diesel guy, so I don't know, but the engineering on this thing is, I don't get it.
It's not mechanic friendly.
Nothing. It's not even that.
Maintenance friendly.
The engineering on the whole thing is like I had to been like methed out. Like, dude's methed up. I don't get it. 100% I don't get it.
Well, wouldn't you think it would make sense to cluster things as much as possible, so then that way...
It has to go to the dealer?
Yep.
No, because the poor guy that has to work on it has to go through this on every occasion.
Yes, but he's making money off of it.
It's not about that. Granted, there's tricks to the trade. I do get that. But making money or not, like, you shouldn't have to endure this pain.
this is.
Picture of it. Are you got it on video? You videoing? Get a good video of the bolts. You don't have to put it in there. I just need to know where studs go, where they don't. If they're even in the right spot now. Alright, ready, action.
You say so.
Take 63. See if we can get off. Oh.
See how easy that was?
Looks like that biatch was leaking.
Which side?
That. All that right there. Right in here looks like it was leaking. Them things right there are real temperamental to breaking. That little oil, that little button right there, the release valve. You don't want to break them either. Is that everything? Must be. Did you see that? Could it be? Swing him out. I did not want the coolant to go in this can.
A little too late.
Yeah. And Timmy Spalding in there said he's got a way to check them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just handled the part not too long ago.
Within this past year?
Whenever I was messing with that. Shit, I don't remember.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't this, it was 2022. I don't know how to get all this oil out of the That's a fucking piece of a bug. Right there, don't look like it. No. That's not too bad.
Anyways.
With some attitude. God.
It's been a lovely week here without the car. Someone's about to drive me freaking nuts.
It's not me.
No, it is. It's all kinds of things. So, anyways, as I was saying, you took the truck apart. You took the part into Tim's. What did you come up with?
Yeah, I got the oil cooler and the whole assembly off of it. Took it into Tim's so we could test it. And it was kind of like he hasn't worked on a 6-liter in a while, and I didn't know what all the passages are and how to test it, so it took a minute to figure it out. But I had taken the oil cooler off before he really got there, and at this point I don't know if I messed the oil cooler up getting it out because I had to beat it out with a hammer, or if it's really what was wrong. So it definitely leaks. For sure it leaks. But I'm not 100% confident that was the only problem. The only other thing I can think of, though, is like a head gasket or something, and I don't believe it popped the head gasket just sitting there. So I'm got some confidence in this is what it is, the oil cooler. I've already priced the oil cooler and seal kit. I just haven't ordered it yet.
Okay, transmission waffle coming up.
Transmission waffle coming up this weekend. 4L80E. We'll have the information on the Raggedy Ann Facebook page. Anybody that's interested in it, please go like the Facebook page, Raggedy Ann. That's where everything's going through. We do nitrous kits, nitrous bottles, nitrous controllers, trying to do as much as we can over there. So any parts that we have to offer at some point, I'm hoping to do there. This is a big one. This is, it's a complete transmission, and it is going hot this weekend. This is the Raffle 4L80E, all fresh. Ready for somebody to beat on.